Hello, Graybeard here, and welcome to the channel. I hope you like this video. If you do, please hit like, comment, share the crap out of it. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications. That way you can get an alert every time I put out new content. Let me, there we go. Had a little smudge on the camera. If you haven't noticed, if you look at that bike and you look at this bike, something's missing on this bike. Mirrors. And that's what we're gonna rectify. Got the same ones that's on the Jans now. I like them a little better. I like the shape of those on the Polarna and everything, but I don't like they're made out of stainless. They're not actually made out of glass, which is cool because you don't have to worry about breaking them. But they got an augmented look to them, and I think that's their angle. They supposedly give you a wide angle view. Well, I don't think that's the deal. I think that's just the way they turn out, and then they try to use that to cover up the fact that the way they made them, they can't make the make it straight like a normal glass one. But anywho's, I'm gonna show you something real quick. Something I have to change in these mirrors. These mirrors can go on a regular bike, and that's what you would use this for. This is what comes on the mirror to start with. And then it comes with these smaller ones. And I don't know why, but they give you an Allen wrench for each side. But these smaller ones are what'll fit in these electric bikes. And yeah, I had to use that in every one of these. Now this one was normal. That's why these mirrors ended up on this bike to start with, is because they wouldn't fit my other two bikes. Now I could take them off there and use these on them, but nah, I'm just gonna go with the round ones on there. And let's get the get it started. Nothing to it but to do it. When you take these off, you know, I got mine in pairs, so I guess if you get one, it doesn't matter. You just have to have it facing the right way on the right side that you want it on. But they come with little look like O-ring bands on them, and you just need to straighten it out. There we go. And then you got one of these that goes here, and one of them that goes here, and that's what splits it and spreads it out. When you tighten that screw, it spreads that out to make it clamp onto the inside of your bar. And then this needs to go back on the mirror. Okay. We want this to go out this way because the other one's already pointing in the other direction, if you know what I mean. Because see, once you take that off, you can actually face it either way, but you want it going the opposite direction of the other one. That way you don't end up with two mirrors that look like they go on the same side, if you get my drift. And then you just slide this onto this little bolt and get your little, comes with a little nut. It'll lock inside of here, if you can see that. It's got a hex shape, just perfect for this little nut. And there we go. We're ready to go. This one will go on what you would call the driver's side. Oh, nope, nope, nope. We don't want you falling over. Not the brand new one. We don't want any of them falling over, really. But trying to get you close enough here to where you can see what I'm gonna do now. We're gonna call this the tire cam. Let's see. Hopefully you can see. Okay. I can't see in that little screen that well. But what we need to do now, I had a, there it is. I have different versions of like that razor blade I use to cut open the box of the Amyet. This thing here. But I was wanting I got smaller ones that give you a little more maneuverability, but this will work. And what you want to do is just be careful. Don't cut out here. Cut inside the tube. Because that's all you need to do. You need to just be able to slide that mirror into that tube. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to fit. But I was wanting to try to be nice and neat about it. Hopefully I don't screw this up on camera. Oh. I'm getting some of it. Trying to find, oh, I got a little hook set. It looks like crap when you're doing this if you do it with something like this. But just be careful and keep your fingers out of the way in case this thing slips. Here's part of it. I went a little bit past it, but just try to keep it somewhat straight. I'm hoping you can see what I'm laying down. Oh. Yes, that's why I'm trying to get a smaller blade. Let me try this. I do have a little knife blade on here, and maybe I can be a little more precise with it. Oh, my tripod. It's trying to trip me. It's trying to trip me, man. I mean, it's fairly sharp. I heard something. I don't know what it was. Let's see if that's enough. I mean, it looks like crap. Thing is, once you cover it up with that mirror, you're never going to see it. As long as you can get this in there, no, it's not going to. Yeah, I need to go out a little more. You got to fiddle with it a little bit. That actually neatened it up a little bit. I guess yeah, that's where I needed most of it cut. Just use the inside of your handlebar, the inner diameter of it, as a guide, because it doesn't need to be no bigger than that. Now it don't look as terrible. Almost resembles a circle, doesn't it? Toodaloo. Seeing if you can see what I'm trying to lay down here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now, we can take this cheap little, see about how they're sitting on the Jans. No. And like I say, that little spot in there will hold that nut on the inside. As you turn this bolt, it's going to start squeezing in on those doohickeys. And that's another thing, them little rubber band looking O-ring things are for, is to help give it some bite. And that's why I hate these little Allens that they give you. They're so short and everything, and don't take nothing for them to fall off. Alrighty, that's you don't have to like really torque down on them, because most of this stuff is plastic. The only thing metal is the nut and the bolt. So you don't want to really torque it, you know what I mean? But now, I got some kind of little hair in there. I got it. Looks clean as a whistle, doesn't it? Nice and clean. He's brand new. It almost is. And then you got your little mirror just like on the Jans now. Same thing over here. Practically, yeah. Practically the same handle grips as the Jans know. Look at that. These are a little dirtier. I could take a little detail brush to them and some cleaner, huh? These have their own style of handle grips. Like I said, that mirror is okay. If you look at that ladder though, it's augmented. Like I say, that's not glass, it's actually stainless steel, polished stainless steel. And yeah, there's some advantages to that. But I would prefer glass. Woohoo! Trying to get us a little more situated for the other side. But it's real easy. If you've never put them on, don't be intimidated. I'm going to do this whole thing with my knife blade. You already got a little hole there you can start with. And like I say, I'm probably messing up that blade a little bit. Yeah, I've already messed it up some. But you can start in your little hole here. Just don't let it slip outside that bar. You definitely don't want to let it slip and cut yourself either. You just got to take it easy. It ain't going to take but a minute to do this anyway. Got most of it. With this, it ain't gonna matter if you lose some of it down in the pipe. It's not gonna be making any noise or anything. Just want to be able to carve that out. We can lean it over. Yeah, I think oh yeah, I got a lot of that out. Now, I got to do the same thing to this other mirror. Like I say, it comes with the normal size for your regular, like a regular bicycle. Some motorcycles, I'd say. It's for like this, you know, it varies. You can go from like a 7/8 up to probably 1 1/8 or 1 1/4. But we don't need that. I'm leaving that bolt in there so I don't mess up and flip it. And then you get your smaller one out of your little bag. That's another reason why I bought this set of mirrors. I mean, it's a good looking mirror, but it fits a variety of handlebar sizes. Then you slip this on there. I think, yeah, it'll pop in there and hold on to because there's like a hex shape there. This will go in there and catch that. And this ring on the outside will catch it too. You gotta center this, it gets all wonky. You get a little cattywampus on you. And then slide that in there and put the, you'll see that little wedge. Just line it up with that. And then try to find where you laid your bolt at, or your nut. Oh, there it is. There it is. And then you're ready to put it in the handlebar. There we go. I can tighten it just a smidge more. There we go. Let's see if she fits. I think I cut better with the knife. What do you think? Lay it down in the comments. Oh yeah, look at there. First try. First try. Trying to mimic the same angle as the other side. It's kind of hard. Using my ichrometer. Like I say, it's real easy. That's all there is to put these mirrors on. So you see people with these barred mirrors, like, dang, I got it. You know, like, how do you do that? You know, if you haven't done it before. If you've done it before, you see how simple it is. And if you watch this, now you see how simple it is. And I've done videos on both the other bikes putting mirrors on them. And that's actually tight enough right there. See, now you can tell I wasn't really like bearing down on it. But clean as a whistle. Look all around it. Hopefully you can see on the other side. On the dark side of the handle grip. Oh, so I know when you face up to the lights, you might darken this even more because the lights are beaming down into the lens. But yeah, let me know what you think. We'll take a ride on it here in a minute. And that's all there is. I mean, you can do it like I'm filming, I'm showing you. So it's not, you know, I could have done this easily within 5 minutes. And let's see, we're at 17:44. Woo! That's actually longer than I thought. But yeah, you can easily do this in 5 minutes if you're good with a blade and junk like that. But yeah, I'll get back with you and we'll take a ride. Alrighty, we're back. Hopefully you can see the screen better. I can see it a little better. Not really sure if y'all can. I hope so. And I did go in, and there are settings for this, and I turned it up to the highest setting. That's as bright as she gets. But yeah, let's I can see it. It's faint looking. Actually, it's not as bad once I lower my shades. So I need to trim my tree. All right, we're not going to take a long ride. If you can see the battery bar, we're down to 2 bars. This is the original charge, and I think, see, I still can't see it that well. I want to say 15, yeah, 15 miles. Oh, good. Rotor's slightly warped. Like I say, there's no, it's not perfectly centered into the brake pads, but it's as centered as I could get it. This is just one motor here. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah. I want to try to go up this hill without pedaling. This is just the bike. We're already going up this hill better than we would on the scooter, the motor scooter. Yeah, I need to check that front caliper out, if you can hear it. Either that or it'll self-clear. Yeah, this ain't going up the hill by itself. Now, you saw where we was before we went up the hill. I'll turn us around here in just a second. I want you to see. I don't know if you can see it way down there. That light colored car, way down the hill. I mean, hopefully this gives you a little idea of how much we went up a hill. Woo. You can say, yeah, if you buy this bike, when you go to take off, you want to take off in A, single motor. Otherwise, you're going to be just ripping the treads off your front tire. And I hope my audio's cool. It seems to be. It's supposed to be 69 degrees, but I don't believe it. I'd have been better off with a longer sleeve. Now this is uphill. I can't wait to get the tires on it. I like having my mirrors up. Adjust. My left mirror was fine. Yeah, she's down on power right now. I don't know how much more we're gonna get out of this ride. Like I say, we done went 15, 16 miles. Mostly dual motor. Very little pedaling. I made sure that the the rotor was on tight. I don't remember if I checked the back one. I do need to check that soon. It don't feel clunky or nothing when I hit the brakes. Yeah, see, it ain't. Oh, we're in A. Third. Let's give it some more power. This 22 uphill battery almost depleted. Figure out help it a little bit, I reckon. Now, mind you, I remember all the different bikes I ever rode. Talking about regular bicycles. I don't remember ever going over 20 miles an hour. If I was doing 20 on a regular bicycle, I thought I was going fast. Not talking about no racing bikes or going to be trying to pass me here in a second. Trying to get out of his way. Trying to remember. Yeah, I believe I rode on this stretch of sidewalk before. Brakes work great though. Like I say, there's no clunkiness or nothing when I hit them. This is a rough little stretch of sidewalk. Probably seen lots of road salt. Can you hear the front tire when I do that? But listen, especially in this gravel. Even rolling, that thing wants to scratch a little bit. And you know what? I didn't think about it, but we're only in pedal assist 3. So we could have went faster. Oh. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I was already in pedal assist 5 when I worked. Let's see what we can still get. This is uphill course. It's starting to level out some, but still slightly uphill. I gotta get them new tires on bad. I did my best to center these tires to no avail. Now this is uphill. Hopefully I'm not yelling too bad. I got wind blowing past my ears and that's all I hear. That and a little bit of the wobble from the tire. Oh. I swear it seems like it's getting worse. Could just be me. Never been behind the advanced auto before. That little bump there is actually on purpose for the water to drain down the road. It's a rolled edge on the asphalt to direct the water to not go onto the other street, to actually just drain down this street. Oh, see the traffic on 460 behind us. That's the highway. I just saw a truck pass. I was hoping we'd see some more there. See a little bit up on the hill there. See the guardrail in the cars. But see what we down to 1 bar. This is one motor here. It still does fine with just 1 motor, just like the other 2 bikes. I figured that extra motor and because there is a slight bit of drag on the motors if you're just rolling. I figured it might be a slight bit slower, but it seems to not affect it none. I remember when this road was hopping. This gas station was hopping. This is Sunday, so yeah, usually when I put out a video I recorded it that same day. Just in case you didn't know. This is rough. Yeah, this is completely eat up. That spot right there we just passed, completely eat up by salt. That's a little ate up. I don't know why it affects some parts of the concrete worse than others, because it all probably gets the same amount of salt. That was the toe over there on
trying to catch me riding dirty. Woo! That bump was a little more than I thought it would be. Yeah, that patch is a little rough. Yeah, like I say, oh, I think I might have bottomed that shock out just then. Oh, yeah, yeah, nice. Can't go too fast on this sidewalk. Ooh, that's from a tree root pushing the sidewalk up. That's why you shouldn't plant trees right next to a sidewalk. That's another root. These sidewalks are like 80 years old or more. Another tree root. Woo. I don't know why they did that hump like that on that new stretch of another root. Hopefully I ain't slouching too much. Yeah, the bigger these trees get, that's a root. The roots will stretch out more and more and eventually pull the sidewalk up. They need to trim their hedge here, taking up all the sidewalk almost. Hit dual motor. I can hear that back one now. That's awfully noisy. Check that out once it cools off after I get done. When I slowly apply the brake, or lightly, it goes away. And the faster you go, the less you hear it, but I hear it still. Pretty dog. So far they're not squealing, and I know what causes the squeal. It's when your brake pad basically polishes your rotor to a nice little shine. That's the reason why the brakes squeal on the jams nose so bad. I need to take some real fine sandpaper to it. A Chevy Volt. You don't see too many of those. What do you got? Ooh, copper. Looks like that same one. It looked like he was trying to catch me riding dirty. Turn the pedal assist down. I don't want to be caught riding dirty. This thing's, it's in one motor. I could swear I turned it down. Yeah, it's down to pedal assist too. This sucker still wanted to take off. That's one motor. That's weird. I I was kind of surprised when I got the Jansno too. These bikes, when you buy them, they're not all set up exactly the same as far as the pedal assist on the speed settings that they have on the pedal assists, you know, the different levels. The Jansno and pedal assist 3 would take you about as fast as the Polarna in 4. And it's not that it's a faster bike, which they're evenly matched, the Jansno and the Polarna, as far as speed and power. But yeah, I can hear it front tire going whoop, 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 whoop. I'm still doing 27. I was. Let's see what she'll do. This is down to 1 bar without the throttle pull. 28. 28 when the battery is almost completely gone. Well, as far as I can tell. By the meter it shows at 1 bar. If you can see it, I don't know, it probably doesn't show any bar while I'm under throttle. Because of the voltage drag, or whatever they call it. Voltage drain. Oh, yeah. Still got plenty of juice. See if I can get in here. Yeah, one motor makes slower maneuvering a lot easier. Getting old and stiff. Yeah, having mirrors on a bike it's a game changer. It definitely is. Yeah, once we get the new tires on there, as long as they ain't wonky, they are cheaper tires. But I already put the same exact ones on the Jansno. Well, these are the same ones too. The only difference is they're white wall. So they're basically the same tire, just a different look. But these are exactly the same tires that are on the Jansno. And once we get them on there, it'll be smoother, quieter, less drag. That has to help. When you take these knobbies off and get rid of that freaking knobby drag, you got wow, you know it's dragging that down somewhat. These have to help. Here they are, broken in, no teats. Yeah, it's smooth. Plus, like I said, these tires, when they came, they were all like rippled looking, and I've never seen tire, you know, on a 4-inch tire, never seen them that flimsy looking. But anyways, they'll get you from point A to point B, I suppose. Yeah, it's still showing 1 bar. Now it's showing 4.2 miles. It was saying 15. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe that's showing you how much. No, it says trip. Oh, trip. We done put power. So we've done, oh no. We put 19 miles on there. So you can get 20 miles out of a charge in mostly 2-motor mode. Little pedaling, just a little bit of 1-motor mode here and there. I didn't do a whole lot. It was mostly dual motor, and you can still get 20 miles out of it. So like if you live in your house and your store you go to normally is only 3 or 4 miles away, you can easily make, you know, 6, 7, 8 trips to the store before you have to charge your battery. That's if you want to go dual motor and not pedal or anything. So yeah, you can get 20 miles out of it. And this is hilly area. You see all the hills I go up and down. So yeah. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. If not, lie to me and hit it anyway. I'm a man, I can take it. I can use all the help I can get. And every interaction you do, whether you comment something negative or positive, it doesn't matter. Thumbs up. You're gonna get a like and a heart from me. And yeah, it helps the channel out, and I need all the help I can get. We currently, last time I looked, 1,245 subscribers. It's going up little by little. You'd think the more I get, the faster it go up, but it's just like, it seems like the changes that have happened on YouTube have slowed a lot of things down. And hopefully that'll change. Hopefully we'll keep on picking up and get somewhere. And like I say, I'm trying to get to a point where I'm not expecting to make a living off of this channel, but I would like it to end up monetized, and then I can get some kind of budget and start doing stuff here. You know, more interesting stuff. And then the channel will grow even more. And like I say, I don't expect to have a huge following, but it'd be nice if it did. But yeah, I'm just trying to get to where I can get monetized and start doing some more interesting stuff. Get some better equipment. I'd love to get a vlog camera. Right now, that's not in the budget. Of course, I paid more for this bike than I would have paid for a couple of different vlog cameras that are supposedly really nice. And maybe next year, maybe I'll fork out for a camera. But I like getting different bikes each year because it makes the channel a little more interesting, you know. At least I hope so. But yeah, we still gonna ride the old bikes. And I plan on cleaning out the carbs on the two minis and getting them going. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. If you did, like I say, hit the like, comment, share the crap out of it. And if you haven't yet, at this point, you might as well subscribe. You've watched the whole video. But I hope you do anyway. Subscribe and hit that bell. Get all the notifications in case, you know, for when I put out new content, you'll get an alert for it. And we'll see you next time.